I wanted to share this sprint run with you. It is a Spyderco military sprint run, and the compelling factors for me were the carbon fiber scales as well as the steel. The carbon fiber is probably one of the best examples that Spyderco has put out with the Spyderco carbon fiber sprint runs that I have personally. So I'm not saying this was the best. I'm saying this is the best that I have. The reason why is it has an incredible amount of traction compared to my other carbon fiber peel ply sprint runs. The other thing that was compelling for me was the steel, and in this case, it is the BG42. I don't know much about the BG42 steel, although you can't get it anymore, and that was compelling. It has a very decent resistance to rust, so the corrosion resistance was also compelling. I love the Spyderco military. It actually is my my favorite knife that Spyderco puts out. Before I started getting into militaries, it was the Paramilitary 2 that really had my attention. And initially, when I first got a military, or considered getting a military, I thought, man, that's going to be too big. It's just going to be way too big for my pocket. The reason why is another, as far as comparison, a knife that that I had and have had for quite some time, that I thought I would carry and I really don't, is this Mannix Extra Large. Feels great in the hand. You can choke up on it, but it's just too heavy for me. Not saying it's not going to be too heavy for anybody else, but for me and for my taste, I know it's in my pocket, and for that reason, I don't carry it. Whereas the military, and especially the carbon fiber editions, you know, you're talking just over 4 ounces, 4.1 if memory serves, in your pocket. And that's light enough to forget that you even have it. And if you're out all day and you're carrying you have your EDC gun weapon on you and everything else, a light, those ounces add up. So it was enough that I didn't want to carry the Mannix Extra Large, and what compelled me to start considering the military. I really, really like this knife. And one of the first things I did was I changed the clip. And this is an MXG flat black deep carry clip. And it's done very, very well. Personally, I like the deep carry option on any of my Spydercos. And as far as MXG, I use MXG. I use Casey Lynch, and typically I go to both sites, and whoever happens to have it in stock is what I grab. They're both very, very high quality, and they both serve me well. Now, as far as the original clip, and you might be able to understand why I changed it, if not for the deep carry. This is the original clip, and as you can see, even the color is quite a bit different in the finish. I definitely prefer the flat black nature of the MXG versus this shiny high gloss clip from Spyderco. Will it do the job? Will it keep it in your pocket? Sure. But I like this a whole lot better. I think it's more attractive. And again, it serves me better being deep carry. But really like this knife. It feels extraordinary in your hand. It feels right. I would say, probably medium size hands. And there's just plenty of room, plenty of real estate. But again, not too many reviews on the BG42 in carbon fiber. And just for a quick reference in size, here's a paramilitary 2 carbon fiber. Not nearly the traction that military has. This is in M4, but just as far as a size comparison, you can see there is a notable difference. Let me line these up. Notable difference in size. Excuse me, but for me, it's not enough size difference to keep me from carrying the military. And for another size reference, this is the recent Para 3 in carbon fiber. This is in S90V. There you go. And the size comparison. Definitely a much larger knife. Para 3 is definitely a much smaller knife. I like them both. Honestly, let me do this. That's a pretty nice trio. A nice little family of carbon fiber sprint runs right there. BG42 carbon fiber. Sprint Run with the added MXG clip. I like it a lot. It's a great knife. The lockup is very good, very stable, great all-around knife.